Congressman, what did you make of the jeering back and forth?
Oh, I think there were Republicans who were pretty outraged by some of the statements that the president was making. I think it was really obvious. You could tell when he went off of the teleprompter and was kind of shooting from the hip. And it seemed to me that he got lost a number of times throughout the speech as a result of a couple of the inaccurate, let me just be nice and say inaccurate statements that he made.
Well, we can go back and forth on the issues policy-wise, but I'm thinking particularly sort of when it came to the issue of Social Security, cutting Social Security or not. The heckling and the shouting back and forth reached a level that we really haven't seen ever in any State of the Union. Take a listen.
Thank you so much.
We're going to get it. What about when the president talked about my Republican friends and my Republican friends? Was that enough of a reach across the aisle for you?
Initial takeaways.
No, I mean, I thought that this was obviously the president's launch as a candidate for office. Somebody at the White House took a legal pad out and wrote down just about everything he could possibly promise to the American people and not really be held responsible for any of it. So I think there are a few times it was almost laughable that you could tell the campaign team had written the speech.
Well, right. This is the soft launch. Chris Steyerwalt and company pointed out earlier, and George Will as well, that this would be the exact same speech if he had not decided to run for re-election as if he had. He's heading to your home state of Wisconsin tomorrow, state he won in 2020. Of all the things he talked about in this speech, there are a lot of them that play extraordinarily well back in Wisconsin.
Well, sure. It's just another indication that he's running for office. He's not governing. And the idea that he's in purple Wisconsin tomorrow just demonstrates that again. You know, don't be surprised if you see him in other swing states over the next couple of months. No, listen, I get it. I mean, there's many issues that are plaguing our society right now. But what he's going to find is that the state of Wisconsin is one of those states that's got a lot of tough economic issues right now.
Yeah, no question it does. I think we can all agree, though, that this was a very different President Biden. If he is indeed running for re-election, as you say, and as it certainly seems like based on the speech, his vigor, his willingness to engage, his energy, his feistiness, this is not the person who Republicans say is a doddering old president and is only just going to be here for one term.
Well, like I said earlier, I mean, I think a lot of this stuff is what we've seen from Joe Biden for the last 50 years, right? As a U.S. senator and as vice president, he kind of lives and dies by the comments he makes off the top of his head. And tonight seemed no different. I mean, you could absolutely tell when he was not on the teleprompter. And, you know, maybe he had a good solid nap this afternoon, so he showed a little energy that we typically don't see.